What's up, tribe? Today we're going to be upholstering this bench with the tufting that matches the dining set that we're redoing out of the storage unit that we bought. And so this is part of the process. I'm going to take you with me. First things first, see, I've got a rectangular piece of fabric cut way oversized for the bench piece, the bench itself. And the reason for that is because when you're doing tufting, you need extra fabric. So right now, what we have is an excess amount of fabric for the tufting. And so we're going to start at one end. We're going to put a button through, and then we're going to work our way down as we tighten and pull and cinch and fold. You can see I've got 5 buttons here. These buttons have all had twine put through the button backing, and then we've left it open-ended on this side, but I've got 5 of these vintage brass buttons. And we're going to use these to spice up the whole thing with the green velvet. It's going to hit just right. Right here, we have my handy-dandy upholstery kit. We're not going to use any of the wax strings from that or any of these curved needles, but what we are going to use, these 6-inch upholstery needles, what we're going to use. That would be this one. I don't know. See that? It's a pretty long one. And so what we got here now is this. This is what it should look like. A button on the end of that. Okay. And I'm going to lift up on this and push this through. So now we got that. As I am just pulling the fabric so that it folds in a more uniform way than it normally would. What we're going to do is we're going to take the staple gun. We're going to tack it. Make sure that it's flush and holding. And we're going to double it back over itself. And do the same over both sets. Let's do another. All right, and then you'll tack that. And then I like to do just one more in an off direction, just to be on the safe side. And then you can cut it. You got to cut it. All right. And there's one tuft. Permanent, well, not permanently, but for what it's worth, permanently fixed to our cushion. Now you'll see we have a beautiful cushion here. Because we're folding the fabric into a smaller amount of space at the base here, what it wants to do naturally is fold over on itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to give it purpose in that fold. We're going to push and pull just enough to where we get all the slack out of it. And then we're going to attach this permanently on the underside so that these folds will be permanently instilled in this design after that. We're going to make sure that this fold is on both sides, okay? It's on the back and it's on the front. And then one more. Okay. Now, that design is a permanent design, okay? We're going to do the same thing on the sides. Okay, so it actually turns out my phone died and I missed all of the finishing up of that bench, but it is finished and here it is. Overall, once we get the whole set done and we bring the table in here and clean it up, it's gonna be really nice. Buttons turned out really cute, and then we had to replace them because they were rotten. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here, and I can't wait to show you the whole table when it's done.